Good morning. We were unfortunately hit with the plague this weekend, so I was a little bit MIA on all of my socials because I had 6 kids to take care of. I have one home from school today and my toddler is also sick, so yay. We got, it was weird because last week on Wednesday, my son came home from school and he was like, I have a huge headache, and he's 5. So I was like, weird, but it was about to snow here. And sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, sometimes when it's about to snow, I also get a headache. So I was like, maybe it's that, because he had no other symptoms. Next morning, wakes up with a fever. Great. So we keep him home. And then he seems to have no other symptoms. His fever is manageable. Then we go to bed that night and he starts hacking up a lung. I don't know what happened, but he was coughing bad. So I decided that me and my husband decided that we were gonna go take him to the doctor just to get checked out, just to make sure that there's nothing else we could have been doing to make sure that he was comfy cozy and just letting this thing ride out, right? We get there, he looks at him. Fortunately, there wasn't nothing in his lungs, which is great. It was just like a chest cold otherwise. But he did have a massive ear infection. So that was super duper. He's been on antibiotics ever since. And yeah, it's been a ride. And then last night, my daughter, she fell asleep in the afternoon, my baby daughter, which she doesn't typically take naps anymore because she protested and won. But she just laid down in the middle of the hallway and took a nap. So we were like, that's not normal for her, but maybe she was just extra tired. And then when she woke up, she was not in a great mood, which is not uncommon for her. She doesn't wake up in the best mood typically. But she felt a little bit warm, not super warm, but a little. And so we got her some Motrin to make her feel a little better. She was doing better. She slept through the night. She woke up this morning again crying. And she's got a really bad runny nose. It is clear, which is great. And she does feel a little warm. If she still feels warm tomorrow, I'll probably take her into the doctor just to make sure she doesn't have an ear infection. But she's not like tugging at her ear or anything. She's just got a little bit of a runny nose. You can tell she just doesn't feel great. So she's upstairs in my bed watching Mickey Mouse and just resting. She's got her water and her snack and she is just too dang cute. And then my 5-year-old is downstairs in the basement. He's watching Bluey with his water and his snack. Both have been medicated to feel comfy, and yeah, we're just trying to ride this thing out. I am going to clean. It is Monday. That is the day that I just clean our main level, because the weekend on a normal day typically puts a tornado through our house, and then especially with sick kids, it's a little extra messy today. So we're gonna get that going. I am going to start doing a couple of projects around the house, so I'll take you along with me for that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty easy day. I need to go to the grocery store. I can't with them, so I'm gonna see if I can put in an order. I don't even know if I'll be able to pick it up today though, is the thing, if I put it in this late. But we're gonna try. So we're gonna try and put in a grocery order and then clean this house and sanitize literally everything, because I don't want to do this for the next 3 weeks. So just kidding, we're yelling for mom, so now we need to go see what's up. What's matter, Nance? Kitten. It's Kitten in the window. Is that bugging you? Oh, good. What are you doing here, Kitten? Trying to squeak out the window. There's birds there, huh? Yeah. Kitten, get down. Say it. Say, Kitten, get down. Okay, turns out she was just stressed because the cat, I had opened the windows to kind of like air out the house, and the cat was sitting in the window staring at the birds. So she kept yelling at her, "Kitten, get down!" And I could just hear her yelling. So I did close that window so that she didn't have to stress out about that one. It's been open for long enough. So anywho, now let's get to cleaning. Okay, I have the living room area clean, and now I have to just do the kitchen. I will show you what it looks like now that it's clean. Don't mind my cleaning supplies. I will be putting those away in just a second. I cleaned and sanitized the slide and the trampoline and the little bike. Everything is vacuumed. We cleaned up there. Do not mind this area. That is my project for this afternoon. And then that's a bag of trash that I found under the couch and in everywhere. This basket needs to go upstairs, and we are looking pretty dang good this morning. So now I am going to go switch over the laundry, and then I'm going to start to clean the kitchen because that's where things could use some work. Okay, so my projects might get put on the back burner today. We decided that it would be best if we took my 2-year-old to the doctor, because she's been extra grouchy, and she's been extra sleepy, and she has had a little bit of a fever. So we're gonna go get her checked out just to see if she has an ear infection like her brother, or I don't know, maybe something else. We just don't want it to get too bad before we take her in. So we're gonna do that this afternoon. I still have a little bit of time. I am gonna clean up the kitchen as much as I can. But any extra special projects probably will wait until tomorrow. But yeah, looks like we're going to the doctor. So we're at the doctor now. My poor baby, she's been so sleepy and so cranky today. She fell asleep on the way home from dropping the kids off at school, and then I had to wake her up when we got home, when I was just like taking her out of her car seat, and then I put her in my room to watch shows and just relax. She fell asleep again at around 10 o'clock, all the way until like 12:30. So now we are at the doctor. She is not thrilled. She's very grouchy. We have Mickey Mouse on in here because that is the only thing that is keeping us even a little bit happy. And so we're gonna go in. Our plan is, right now my husband is home with my 5-year-old, making sure that he is good. He's actually feeling a lot better. He did have a fever last night, so that we couldn't send him to school today, because I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but here you have to wait 24 hours after the fever breaks to send him back. So hopefully he'll be able to go back tomorrow. I don't know. But he's doing pretty great right now. And then, so he's home with him right now. And then hopefully when we're done here, if she needs a prescription, then he can go get that and then go get the other kids for school. And then he has to go get some groceries for dinner tonight, because we have not been able to go grocery shopping this weekend. And so we've been just scraping through what we have, and it has not, we're out of the food. So we need to at least get a dinner for tonight, and then hopefully I can order some groceries tomorrow. We've just not been able to do that, so we'll see. Wish us luck. Would you like this? Up, up, up. Okay, well, that could have gone better, I suppose. Could have also gone worse. Turns out we have Influenza B. So that's super duper, considering that Influenza A is what my daughter was hospitalized with earlier in like September, October. So we're super excited that happened. He said so far she's looking good. He did put her on Tamiflu. He said normally he wouldn't do that for a 2-year-old. However, since she was hospitalized earlier in the year, we are going to go ahead and do everything we can to minimize her symptoms, hopefully keep her comfy. And yeah, and we also are assuming that that is also what my son had, or has, I guess. He wasn't tested for the flu because he had symptoms for a couple of days before we had decided to take him in. His symptoms got progressively worse. Hers are also, we just knew what we were looking for to take her in. But by the time that we had taken him in, he wouldn't have been able to get on Tamiflu, or it would have been a little bit less effective, I guess. It's apparently not super effective to begin with, but there was just no point in sticking a swab up his nose if we couldn't do anything for him. So he has his antibiotic, which helps him to prevent any pneumonia. We're hoping that also helps, that he's on the antibiotic for the ear infection that he got because of the flu, first of all, not because of the flu. But we're also hoping that the Tamiflu lessens her symptoms and then we avoid getting pneumonia. We're just not excited. So if you could pray for us, because I think that it's gonna be a rough go. We have everybody else started on zinc supplements to try and help, and elderberry to try and help avoid everybody getting it. I don't know why we got it. We did get our flu shots. So yeah, it's about to be a rough week. So wish us luck. Thank you for watching.